Hi Chandan. Hi Molishka.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Abhinav, you were audible. Good morning, rather good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Abhinav Sharma, and today I am here as the host of this webinar. I, on behalf of our whole Robostan team, heartily welcomes you all here in this session. I would like to give my warm greetings to our honorable speaker, Mr. Tarundeep Singh, sir. We are glad that you have gave your precious time to us. And also a very warm welcome to the listeners. I thank you all for attending this webinar talking about the workshop. As you all know that the topic of this workshop is Introduction to Industrial Life, and for this here we have with a wonderful face today Mr. Tarundeep Mr. Tarundeep Singh, sir. Let you know that he is the founder and managing director at Unsung Engineers and Consultants. So, without further discussion, so now let's begin with the talk. Firstly, let me inform you, then don't interrupt between the session. If you have any queries or question to ask, so you can ask it in the comment box. So keep your mic off. Hope you will find this session amazing and will get to know many more new things. Now I welcome to our speaker, Mr. Tarundeep Singh, sir, to continue further. Sir. Tarundeep, sir.
Uh, am I? Hi, Abhinav. Hello, Robostan team.
Hello, sir.
Can you please hear me? Can you please confirm if you can hear me or not?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, fine. Okay, first of all, good afternoon to everyone, and I welcome you on behalf of my team here in Angsang, and heartfelt thanks to Robostan team, Abhinav, Molishka, who contacted me earlier, and I am here with you guys to share my experiences on industrial life. I hope everybody here is a young engineer, which I used to be about 25 years back. And I'm sure that you guys will have lot of questions about your future when you guys go out of the colleges and start having an industrial or professional life. Uh, Before I start, I would like to ask every participant here, what are your expectations from this webinar? What do you expect that you will get from it? Abhinav, Molishka, other guys, if you can let me know what are your expectations. Hello, Abhinav. Am I audible or is there any issue with the connections?
Hello?
Yes, Molishka.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking or
Sir, your voice is breaking. I think there's a network
okay,
issue.
just my network is complete. I cannot enhance it more than this. Just a moment. Let me connect to some other connection. Uh, is this better now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So what I was asking you, first of all, I welcome you all guys, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to talk to you. I am sure that I will also learn a lot of things from you guys. First of all, I would like to ask my participants, uh, what are your expectations? What do you expect that you will get from this webinar?
So to get a good placement in a better company.
Mm-hmm. But that is what you will get probably after you have completed your degree and you are open for interviews. But for this particular seminar, what are your expectations? What do you want to gain from it?
Sir, I want to gain your experiences. I want to learn from your experience.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you want to know my experiences. Fine. Anyone
Yes.
else? I
Malishka.
think for this few minutes, I think we can allow everybody to talk. And Abhinav, after that, you can mute everyone when I can speak. Okay, fine. Let's not spend more time on it. What I understand from Abhinav is that you guys want to know what my experiences had been during this professional life of mine. So first of all, let me share my screen with you. I have prepared a small presentation for you guys. Probably that will not be in a very detail, but I will try to speak about whatever your expectations are. And if anybody has any questions, please write them on the chat box so that I can see them and I can answer them. But do not expect me to answer everything. I'm not a superhuman. I'm just a normal person like you guys. So if there are any answers, any questions unanswered, please excuse me for that, and I will try to answer. You can contact me personally, and I can try to answer them.
Okay, sir.
Abhinav, you have to give me presentation or screen sharing rights. I don't have that.
Malishka.
Yes, Abhinav, just a minute. Done. Sir, now you can share your screen.
Mm, not yet. No, Molishka, I cannot share still.
Sir, we have allowed from our side.
No, no, no success yet. It still says that host has disabled participant screen sharing. So you have to do something from your side only. Oh, fine. I think it's done now. Looks like. Okay. I think you can see my screen at the moment.
Yes, sir.
Fine, great. Okay, guys. First of all, this session which Robostan team has introduced is about introduction to industrial life. I am sure there are people from not only electrical electronics background, but from other streams as well. So I have tried to make this session general, and it does not belong to a particular stream of engineering. So I will like to touch as many aspects of the industrial life as possible. First of all, let me introduce myself. Abhinav has already told you something about me. Okay, fine. I am Tarundeep Singh. As you know, my company's name is Ungsung Engineers and Consultants, and I am founder and managing director of it. My previous experiences have been with Siemens, with General Electric GE, with Inox and ISRO, and there are a few more which I have not mentioned. Okay, fine. I am by qualification a mechanical engineer and as well as an internationally certified auditor for quality management systems and health and safety management systems. I carry with me 25 plus years of professional experiences. If you can see here, I have worked in oil and gas sector. I have worked in energy. I have worked quite a good amount of time. I've spent to space technologies and then machining and as well as manufacturing. And my expertise lies with project and product management, supply chain, engineering, quality, EHS, change management, and operations and maintenance. And apart from these things, I have been very active in research and development activities, not only at my personal level, but at the level of government. I have good experience in R&D, how to hold or how to introduce new technologies and new methodologies. So, subject of this session, I have divided this into three main categories. What you will see here is the work experience, which will be basically my experiences during my professional life, and I will take you through my journey. And then probably we'll go to the role of engineers, what you guys or us we can do for the industry. And the third and probably the most expected and important sector of this session can be how to be fit in industry. What skills and traits that you require. So this will be our main agenda of today's discussion. So let me make it very open-mindedly that I want to make this session an interactive session. I don't want you to guys to just listen and just go back home and then forget about it. Whenever you feel like that you have a question, please put it down on chat box, and I will give you time to ask your questions in between as well. Not only at the end of the session, but in between as well. So let's move on. So this is what my graph is on about my professional journey so far. So I have tried to put everything on one page. So you can see here, I started my professional career in 1994 actually, and that was a sales job. And the sales job was uh, before I became engineer. So I made my first and a very successful sales call for a company called ATV Surgicals. and I made this sales call at a railway station in Mumbai. And I was successful. I got this order, and this was the beginning of my professional career, in fact. I was studying in class 12th at that time, and there was a requirement for this company to take this call because I knew this company from the beginning. And my father is owner of this company, and I was an employee. So you can see this was my first connection with a professional career. So my inclination towards engineering was, you can say, not by choice actually. It was never my choice because during our times, we did not have choices. We were given a job to do by our parents, probably because that was the culture at that time, which has changed drastically now. And I was made to do engineering because my father was engineer. My other family members, many of them were engineers, so they wanted me to become engineers as well. So I went on with this journey, but I never regretted that. I enjoyed it fully. So you can see I completed my BE in 1998 in mechanical engineering, and then I went to my first job in a company called WCC. It's a civil construction company, and I started my post qualification career by supervising road construction. So you can see a mechanical engineer who was earlier doing sales has now gone to a civil construction company. And I was supervising how a road is built. So from there onwards, I was given opportunities to do design and manufacturing, as well as commissioning of hot mix plants. That was a completely electromechanical product. So I designed it, and I was able to commission it as well. This is why I am telling you that I moved from sales to do mechanical engineering, then to a civil construction area. Please understand, once you have done your engineering, whether you do it as a mechanical engineer, you become electrical engineer, or you become electronics engineer, first of all, you are an engineer, and you have to basically take the opportunity that comes across you. Never be afraid of moving into somebody else arena. So from there onwards, I went on to do my mechanical engineering things. This was a company in Baroda. I left my job with WCC, and I joined this company in Baroda, and I executed big projects for GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited, then UPPC, and I was contributor in the Reliance Jamnagar refinery as well, and India's first LNG terminal, which was built up at the Dahej. That is also in Gujarat. And after that, I moved on to take my journey further. The next station was working with ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. And I can proudly say that me and my team, we were 100% responsible to make the heart of this system over there. So from where you see today, the rockets are launching. So the heart of the system is executed by me and my team over there. And from there onwards, I moved to MNC culture. It was a step-by-step evolution of my professional career, and I moved from again uh, mechanical side to different technologies, exotic technologies we call them. It was ultrasonic, and I was responsible for many new things and development of many new products when I was with GE. Not only the products, but also the software. So I was very instrumental in making new softwares for GE. And then I joined Siemens, and this is what my last company was. And I spent a very good amount of time over there, about more than 11 years. And I had contributed in nuclear power plants, the gas power plants, and combined cycle power plants. Apart from that, I have been managing a complete business for aeroderivative gas turbines. It is the gas turbines of aeroplane engines which are used to produce power. So I was responsible for the whole business in India. And during this, my tenure with Siemens, I was doing mostly project management, auditing, vendor qualifications and evaluations, and their development as well, and many product and system engineerings. And now, after this, I have in 2019, exactly 1 year back from today, I started my own company called Unsung. So today we have completed 1 year, and I can say proudly that we are instrumental. And I will tell you about what my company does here and how far we have come from starting from zero on 13th of December in 2019 till today. So let's move on. What I'm going to take you through is a term called professional life cycle, which is coined by me only. And it is something which can give you a picture of what your professional life cycle can be. It's not that it will be exactly like this, but it will be more or less 10% this side or 10% on other side. But most of the people will have this kind of life cycle in their professional lives. So this life cycle actually, it's you can say once you start from your graduation till end of your retirement, which is at the age of about 60 years. But for the time being, for this session, I have restricted this to mid of it, about 40 years of age. So you can see here, I have two axes. Both the axes are similar, and I will show you. This is your professional life cycle. It's shown as a straight line, but it's not. So this is first phase of your life, first 4 years, which is full of surprises. It's a beginning of new learning. You have completed your engineering and you have just moved to industry. You want to do some different type of work which you might not have done in your engineering field itself. It will be new experiences. It's basically a very turbulent phase as well. It is full of options and opportunities. Please enjoy these 4 years fully. Whatever you do, how many jobs you do, how many companies you change, it does not matter. What matters in these 4 years is to enjoy and learn completely, fully. Whatever you do, go into depth of it. Do not, see it just from the top. No, go into depth of each and everything. This is the time when you can learn actual engineering. Whatever we have learned in our 4 years of graduation, that is just tip of the iceberg. There are many more things below that. The application of those concepts and changes to those concepts, they are really practiced and learned in these 4 years. So this is very, very important phase of your professional life. Why I call it turbulent? Turbulent because, you know, you will have many options. You will not like a particular job and you would like to jump over to something else. There will be many options given to you. You will not be able to basically decide which option to go for. And there will be financial issues as well. You will be given a set of package which you may not like, or sometimes you may get a very good package and you will not know how to spend it. So that is all turbulence. So this phase of 4 years basically makes your foundation stronger. So next phase of your life would be about 15 years. The next 15 years from 26 years of your age to 31 years of your age, I would say. In this particular phase, your options will become your choices and your goals of your life, they will become more clear, and it will also be an experimental phase, and the professional liminarity sets in. By this I mean that you will have a more or less a very directly proportional way of life, that you put in these many hours, you go to job 9 to 5, come back home, attend to your family. That will become your daily routine. But some of you would still have a very inquisitive mind and they would be ready to do something more than what they are doing in routine. So that is called experimental phase. This is where you can think of, you can build upon your previous information and education and experience, so that your future can be more successful, more, you can say, in terms of satisfying. And during this year, again, this phase, you have to keep learning. You will learn many things here. This is where you can be in a mid management position, and you will like to talk to people, you will like to manage people, and you will like to manage bigger projects, in fact. And this is the time when you will learn how to work hard to become smart. People generally say, your generation, they say we do smart work unless and until you put a very hard work in it. I consider myself a hard worker. One of my friends, I will just give you one example. He is right now in the defense services, at a very high position. Me and him, we were classmates. And one day I was talking to him, and I said, just give me one thing which you think is very important to you and you believe it. He told me three words: hard work pays. I still remember this happened, I think, probably more than 25 years back, but I remember those words. And I have never seen any alternative to hard work. Anyone who claims that he's a smart work, he is actually first a hard worker. So don't shy away from your hard work. So next phase is from next 10 years, and this is the most happening phase, I could say. This is where you can enjoy. You are considered as experienced person, and people start valuing your opinions. You generally will have a team to work for. Most of the time you will have, but many of the tasks that you still have to do. This is the time where you can sharpen your saw. Sharpen your saw means enhance your competencies and set higher goals, where you want to go from this phase, because the next phase again will be very challenging. Some of you would like to continue as it is and they will remain where they are. If you want to change something, you have to do something different. So this is the phase, time of your life when you can decide what to do next in future. This is a beginning of a new journey for you. In fact, most of you, I would expect that most of the young generation today, they will be more in on the lines of entrepreneurship or doing into R&D sector and coming up with the new technologies. So this is the time where they can utilize their prior experience and do something new. So this is what your uh, mid-level professional journey would be, and from there onwards you will be mostly into a senior management position and executive roles, where you have to not manage only a group of people, but probably and most likely a big company. So this is what is called a professional life cycle. And when you go beyond this, so you all know that you will have after 60 year retirement age, but many of you or many of us, I would say, in fact, would like to retire much earlier than the age of 60. You would have accomplished many things, and then you would like to spend some time doing things which you wanted to do all of your life and you did not get time to do that. All these phases, what they have in common is two things. One is learning, which I will show you in my next slide, how it comes into this thing. And the second point is enjoyment. Learning and enjoyment both are in your own hands. If you learn and implement it, practice it, you are surely going to enjoy it as well. Make it a habit to enjoy small successes in your life, not only in professional life when you become engineers, but also now as well when you are doing your education, completing your education. Make it a habit to enjoy things. Learning is always part of your whole life. Any questions so far? Abhinav, any questions? If you have any questions, please write down in chat box and Abhinav can dictate it to me.
Sir, no one have any doubts. You may continue.
So this is not good. You should always have doubts. You should always have questions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It tells two things to me. Either I have explained it very nicely and you have understood completely, or otherwise I have not done any good job and you have not understood anything. Anything in
Sir,
between would be form of questions.
sir, you explained it very nicely.
Okay, if any questions are there, anytime, please feel free and try to make it interactive as possible.
Okay, sir.
So next is I'm going to show you something. If you don't have any question, I have a question for you. Okay, this is the question. Now I need answers for this question. What you see here and what is this? Abhinav, may I request you to unmute everyone so that everybody can speak in this, just for a few seconds.
Okay, so Malishka.
Yes, Abhinav.
So my question is, what you see on the screen, what is this?
Sir, is it a simple drawing?
Okay, a simple drawing. Anybody else?
Sir, I think it's a complication in life.
Very nice. Next, anyone else? Okay, anyway, let's move on. Abhinav, you were spot on.
Thank you, sir.
This is life. It's not a straight line. So what I'm going to show you next is your phases and what you guys are going to do in your professional life. It's a very interesting slide I have, and my earlier presentations as well. And it was very much appreciated. Just concentrate on it. So this is your first phase. The 4 years, first 4 years of your professional life post qualification. What are you going to do here? BTech or BE or any other kind of graduation or any education? This is what you're going to do. Learn. This is the first and foremost focus that should be yours. New job and trainings. Whenever you go into a job, whether you change jobs or you continue with the same job, you will keep doing some trainings and there will be new job assignments given to you. So take them very positively with a mind to learn more out of it, because that is where you will learn many things which you are going to use in your future. New work culture. In colleges, we have a very open culture. Every company will not have that kind of openness, and every company may not have so much of liberty given to people. But there are many companies which, especially the startups, which give complete freedom to their employees, and so that they can be creative, so they can come out with new products, new processes, new possibilities, new methodologies, new technologies. The list is endless. So this is what you can learn over here. You can talk to people from different states with different languages, different cultures, different countries. So this is the opportunity for you guys to interact globally. So be a global citizen. Don't be, a part of a silo. You have to come out of it if you want to be successful and be known. The next thing that you will get is introduction to new organization values and rules. Your present values will remain with you, but what you have to work with is the new rules, new regulations, new values, which are not of particularly yours, but also of your organizations. When you are working for an organization, whether it is your own organization, you are an entrepreneur, or you are working for somebody, you have to work according to the values of the organization. New work tools, whatever you have learned here, maybe many softwares, many CAD softwares, many languages, programming languages, but these may not be all necessary over there when you start doing work in an organization. and you will be given a new set of work tools, but your fundamentals will remain still same. So whatever you are doing right now, it still means a lot. This will be a little bit of hands-on experience in latest technology. You may not be given a complete go-ahead right in the beginning, but some part of it will be there with you. Again, intercultural skills. This is what the development phase is. You will have a part of it. You have started learning. You have started to make your own opinions about certain cultures, how you want to behave with them, how you want to interact with them. This is again a learning phase. You will not learn everything, maybe one or two cultures, but not everything. And it's a very, very important aspect of this phase. SCR, being young, SCR, I think everybody knows about it, or some people call it CSR also. It's corporate social responsibilities. When you are young, you are just out of the college, you have more energy than anybody else in the company as a fresher. So the freshers are generally given responsibilities of this nature where they can make an impact in the society. So whatever you are doing during your college time, your education time, more or less of similar kind of activities continue during this phase as well. And these 4 years, first 4 years in an organization will give you lot of opportunities and lot of visibility as well, just because of this one activity. So whenever you get an opportunity to participate in social responsibilities or social events, please do that fully and enjoy it. This is going to give you visibility and your further, you know, enhancement in your experience and in your position. It depends upon this. Choose right domain. This is the turbulence I talked about. You will be working in different domains. If you are, many of you are interested in robotics, where the robotics can be used. There are many different fields, many domains where this field can be in production, in safety management, in health and healthcare sector, right? In defense services, in space applications. So you have to choose your domain during this time, where you want to pursue rest of your life. So concentrate on this subject. Conflicts. I want to do a certain job in a certain way, but your boss wants to do it in some different way, which is already proven. Here comes the conflict. This is one example of the conflict. You will have cultural conflicts as well, opinion conflicts as well. So you have to learn how to manage them. This is what you can, uh, take advantage of and talk to your seniors, your mentors, and learn different ways of how to manage such kind of conflicts. You will be given trainings also on this. There are many companies, particularly MNCs, which give you training how to manage such kind of conflicts. So this is again turbulence. What we talked about is how to choose the right domain, conflicts, all turbulence. Then the ideal job search. Many of us would not like the job that they are doing, and they will still be searching for an ideal job for the rest of their life. Switchovers. You will start switching over. In the initial phase of your professional life, you will have many opportunities coming across, many domains, many new technologies, and you would like to do many of those things, but the time is limited. So what you will do, you will start working in a company, leave it in few months, jump over to some other company, learn something new, and then again jump over to some other company. So such switchovers will be very frequent in the beginning of your career. And you don't have to worry about it. This is perfectly normal. In fact, I appreciate this. I support this because this is the time when you have to find your ideal job or right domain. From here, you move on to your next phase. Now you can see there is an overlap. Many things which you did in your first 4 years of your professional career, you are still doing in the next 10 years, no, 15 years, I would say. In addition to that, what you get is more opportunities and challenges, challenges of bigger size, then initiatives and execution. You will be heading some initiatives and you will be executing many initiatives of others. Here you get the practical experience, the real practical experience, and a touch with high-end technologies. And you would like to settle down. Most of you would be, developing your own families, getting married, having kids. So this is the time when you would like to settle down. But you can settle down, but not fully. The nature of our working culture has become so that people want to move on. So you would most probably also like to move on and try different arenas, different cultures, different opportunities in your life. So this is what you will have. Then additional responsibilities. Additional responsibilities by this I meant family, and not only your immediate family, but your parents as well, because they would be growing older by the time you reach your say 31 or 35 years of age. Team management. So this is one area which is, again, you can see it is only part of it is in the this phase 26 to 31 years of phase. You will have a team, but not a very big one, maybe one or two persons under you, mostly freshers, and you will teach them or mentor them. Then lead, teach, and mentor. This is what I said just now. So the next phase is again you're moving on to the mid management level. Now you can see most of the things which were overlapping earlier are still here. What are the overlaps? Turbulence, new work tools, inter-skill cultural skills, then initiatives and executions. But one thing which is still very much common to all the three phases is learn, your learnings. This is what is going to be very, very important. Here also you will settle down, you will have more additional responsibilities, bigger team management, and you will be looked at as a leader. People would expect you to mentor them and teach them about all their experience, like I am doing right now to you. So you will be having similar kind of interactions with your colleagues in your industry as well. So this is more of authority and ownership. Ownership. Whatever you do, you own it. You are responsible for it. So this is very, very important aspect of this phase of life, because here you become a mid-level manager, where the company or any organization depends upon you to take decisions of certain order and own them and bring them to a culmination. Very important. Decision making. I said you will be doing, taking some decisions, doing, making methodologies, working over it, and controlling them. All the decisions and their repercussions are yours. Domain expert. You will be looked at as a domain expert. You have learned so many things in your first 15 years, and now people look at you as an expert in a particular sector also. Here you have to be like a teacher. Enter into organizations mid management and be mature. This is what I said. Mature yourself, and then at the fag end of this phase, you start your transition into senior management. So this is what up to 41 years or 40 to 41 years of age, or sometimes it extends to 45 years as well. So that's a different, depends upon person to person. But this is more or less the kind of activities that you would be doing. But the most important thing here is, and the common to all the phases, is learning. If you stop learning, you stop progressing. Remember that. Whether it is your personal life or your professional life, keep learning. Keep learning not only from your own experiences, but from others' experiences as well. Everybody with me at the moment so far? I hope so. Abhinav, any questions or any observations? Because now I'm going a little bit more faster and things which will be very, very interesting to you. Something practical.
Sir, how to smooth in learning?
How to smooth in learning.
Learning. Yes, sir.
See, uh, I told you in my previous slide, there is nothing like a straight line,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing. What are you doing right now? You are learning. What am I doing? I am learning. The foremost thing is your mindset. Remember that. If you have a mindset that you are going to learn, this will make it easier for you to learn. There is no one particular way of smoothing the learning. It's not. Whatever you want to learn, go into depth of it. And many times you will find more questions than answers. And during this time, you have to depend upon others. Don't be afraid of it. Ask questions to your peers, ask questions to your seniors, ask questions to the people in the industry who are already working, and they might have already gone through the phase or the questions that you have. Question each and everything. Have a critical mindset. Question what, why, when, how, where. These are the basic things which we learned when we were in our kindergartens, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is these. Always remember few interrogative words. Ask it. In many companies, I will give you an example of Siemens, my last company. You have every company has an HR department, human resources department. In Siemens, what they call their human resources department is ask HR. They don't tell. They prefer people to ask them, to question them about the policies, about the facilities, about each and everything, about their career goals, about their career plans. Ask. That is what is going to facilitate learning. Particularly when you are in your classes, your professor is teaching you. Most of the people, I have, in fact, it happened to me also. Most of the people in my class used to be, mom. Okay, we will see it later. But there were some people, persons, some engineers who were always having questions, sometimes very irrelevant, but they would ask it. And teacher was very, very happy that yes, someone has asked a question. And they were happy to answer it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So learning is basically questioning everything. Okay. Shall we move on? Any other questions, please?
Sir, how to train our mind to keep learning continuously?
Yeah. There is one very good example. I think it's a very common example. Uh, you have to unlearn something. You have to learn, then unlearn, then learn, then again unlearn, vacate your mind, empty your mind. There are many things which are not important. For me, personally, I would say social media. Why is it so important to you? Is it importance? If I count its importance from on a scale of 1 to 10, then most probably I will put it at maybe 2 or 3, not more than this. But somebody would put it at 8 or 9. Maybe later stage they will also learn that no, it has not to be at 8 or 9, it has to be lesser than this. So what they do, they control, have a determination that you are going to stop something and fill that gap with something more constructive. Have your goals. I'm going to show you one slide which particularly addresses this question.
Okay, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Now you have it. Be proactive. Be prepared to embrace real industry challenges. I think you can read through these things and I will explain. I will just give you few seconds to read this. Just have half a minute or so. Shall we move on?
Yes, sir.
I think everybody has gone through it.
Yes, sir.
So if you see on the left side of the slide, what is written there is build a plan and systematic approach. This applies to your learning as well. Your learning curve should never become flat. It should always be rising. Always. For that, you should have your goals written down. Explore which are the industries of your choice and identify its primary initial needs or even your things, what you want to do, in which industry you want to pursue your career, and shortlist. Explore, shortlist. And here is where you can take help of experts, of people who are already there in the industry, who have already gone through all the turbulences that you are experiencing right now. And identify what you have to learn, any programs, any courses, any tools, then educate yourself. This is time when you put your efforts into learning something. This is educate is real result of the upper three things. This is equally applicable to your learning phase when you are learning in your uh, uh, education or doing graduation or even higher studies, and then implement your learnings. When you implement your learnings, you learn many more new things, because whatever plans we make, they always have to be controlled, always have to be tweaked. Nothing is 100% perfect. So you will always have to make some changes, and this is what your learning is. And particularly coming back to your learning, if you want to focus it on education, first of all, have a bigger picture in mind what you want to do in the end. Go backward. Okay, these are the steps you want to take. If you want to say you want to do something in healthcare sector, Abhinav, if I may ask, what is your field of education at the moment?
Sir, I am interested in computer engineering.
Computer engineering. Computer engineering is now a broad very broad term. In computer engineering, what are the opportunities available? Which are the industries available? Which are the domains you would like to work upon? These are the questions that you have to ask. Make a very systematic, structured format. This is how you will be able to pinpoint or shortlist to very few of them. And then your focus will build upon it. From those shortlisted subjects, you have to identify which one you want to do and then put your efforts into. If you start learning each and everything, you may not excel in each and everything. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Or you have any different opinion?
No, sir, I am agree with you.
Yes. So thing is, first of all, narrow down. Narrow down your thoughts. Narrow down your domain where you want to work. Narrow down the kind of education that you want to have for yourself. Narrow down what you want to do, how you want to do. Okay? Narrow them down. Have a bigger picture in mind where you want to go. Suppose you want to, with a computer engineer, you can go to defense. With the computer engineering, you can go to a multinational company who is a good thing, doing good job in healthcare sector, or a company in space engineering, or a company in maybe day-to-day life. FMCG also have a good need of computer engineers. If you want to go to e-commerce, it also requires computer engineers. Correct? So you have to first narrow down where you want to go. And believe me, at this stage, at this point of life in your, at this point of life in your time, you will not be able to pinpoint or identify one single field. You will have a group of fields. And believe me, you have enough time to work on all these fields. But don't make them simultaneous, make them step by step. You can be successful only when you have a structured approach. Do not deviate from that approach too much. You can always make some changes, but you should make your initial plan in such a way that it is going to help you for next 5 or 6 years. So this is called being proactive. What you are going to do after 10 years, you should know now. You should have your goals written down in your diary now. What you want to become after 5 years,